join a company
that you are the person that
show good sell, yeah? Bring in good energy. Welcome to Crypto OGs. Welcome to this episode of Crypto OGs, and I have my very good friend Mariangel Garcia. How are you, Mariangel?
I'm very happy to be here and also to finally see you in person after 4 years.
4 years,
yes.
Yeah. And we are here in Dubai. We can see the Burj Khalifa, and we're in the micro studio. So very excited. But remember, guys, everything that we're saying today is not financial advice. Do your own research. It's very important to always keep investigating all the topics by yourself. But let's start with the first question. Who is Mariangel Garcia?
Well, I'm a digital marketing strategist, and I'm currently working at BNB Chain as the community lead, which in short means that I'm working closely with all the online and offline activations that we do to increase the DeFi and basically the Web3 community, because our goal is to bring the next 1 billion of users to the Web3 ecosystem.
Amazing. Maria, obviously you've been, nearly 5 years in crypto, 6 years?
Yeah, something like that.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
And okay, you were digital specialist for Binance before, and now you're the global head of community of BNB Chain. Tell us a little bit about the story, how you started in Binance. I remember you mentioned that you used to be a Binance angel, so you were a volunteer. But tell us how you started in this Web3 scenario.
Well, it's been a journey, definitely. Yeah. So I'm Venezuelan, and this happened way back when I was in Venezuela. So there, the Bitcoin mining was a topic around 2016, 2017 because of its highest return. And I was also working on an app that was very similar to PayPal, but for Venezuelan financial ecosystem. So we were offering a solution a parallel solution to the financial tools that were there, that of course were bringing problems to the citizens because of the economic situation. And this app allowed users to transfer money without the bank. But it was all fiat, it was not crypto related, but it allowed me to understand how bad the financial system was and how we need other alternatives. So since I was working on this and the topic of a Bitcoin was around, I started investigating. And I found out that mining Bitcoin was not just Bitcoin. There was a whole ecosystem behind. There were lots of tokens there. So that's how everything started. I started mining Bitcoin at my house and investigating a little bit about it. So I found the Binance community, which was very, very small. It's been almost 5 years ago. So imagine it was a niche. So I had the chance of share the things that I was learning in my native language with the community that was there, which was very important because back then there was no content on Spanish. Everything was English, and everything was more complex than what it is today. So having the opportunity to share and also talk with other people that was going through the same, because there were no experts, there were no crypto influencers, there were no academies on Spanish, even on English. The content was pretty limited. It allowed me to share my experience. So there's a program called Binance Angels. I joined the program, and it was the best opportunity for me to share what I was learning. And it's a volunteer program. And when I was joining the program, I thought this is like having the chance of going through an internship on a big company. Because this is the biggest company of this ecosystem of blockchain world. So that mentality, I'm going to give my time for free on this volunteer program, but the return has been incredible.
Amazing.
Incredible. It's a huge professional opportunity. And then I had the chance to start working at Binance on the marketing team.
Amazing.
Which made everything even better because I was working on the marketing operations in Latin America. And the whole region has a huge economic crisis. Even before COVID. So having able to work on a product that offers daily solutions to real people has been the best part.
And what a journey has been, Mariangel. So I can say, like, from a Latin perspective, we're very proud of having you in the industry, and obviously I always been admiring you. You know, we met in Clubhouse with Mariangel about 4 years ago, and she was one of the factors for me to come back and go all in into crypto. But yeah, you are a leader as well. Like, you have a big community, not only within, obviously you teach people about everything you have learned that you just said from the beginning. But where do you learn all this leadership? Like, how you become so good leading communities? It was always like this, or?
No, it's also another journey.
Okay.
Because when I was in high school and also through the university, I was part of an organization called Partners of the Americas that has a program along with the U.S. Department of State. Wow. So I got the title of Venezuelan Youth Ambassador.
Oh, wow.
Which was a huge responsibility, and it was something that happened to me since I was 16. Yeah. So that's why it is so important to develop your leadership skills from a very early age, to be able to get the best of the opportunities that are around you. Mm-hmm. And that's why for me, volunteering, sharing the things that I know, it's something that I do often because I know what's the value behind of that. And yeah, I hope that many people have the chance of also experience something similar.
That's amazing. So I can see like most of the people that's in crypto, we start just because out of curiosity, and obviously there was no platforms to teach you what is crypto, what is Web3, what is blockchain. But I think so the fact that you start to teach other people, you start to learn more, right?
Yes.
So and you've been doing an amazing job, as you say, in Binance, now in BNB Chain. But let's say if somebody's new in this ecosystem, you know, what qualities do you think are vital to find or to fit into a Binance role or a BNB Chain role? What qualities somebody that wants to jump in this industry they need to have?
Well, I usually find people that maybe fit two profiles. Mm-hmm. The beginner that wants to start a Web3 career, and someone that comes from a traditional industry that wants to start a Web3 career. And I think that this also works for any kind of Web3 company, in my opinion. It's about your abilities, not about your CV. You need to have abilities that will allow you to solve problems for the role that you are in. So if you are into marketing, you have to be hardcore, you have to be creative, you have to understand trends, you have to understand the ecosystem, because sometimes when people come from another industry, they might have another mindset, that things go slower, that you need to plan more, which is the same on crypto. You need to plan, but it's faster. Really fast. Yeah. So you have to be really hardcore. You have to be very creative, because sometimes you have a lot of resources and sometimes you don't have much resources. Yeah. So you have to be, you have to put your mind into the results and your abilities to get that. So instead of thinking of your career, your profession as a theory, think on the abilities that you earn on that path and how can you apply them into the Web3 role that you want to fit. And for the person that's starting from zero, that wants to start a career, I will say that the first thing that you need to do is to understand how this works. Mm-hmm. Try it, test it by yourself, get in touch with communities, understand the language of communities. It's very important. It also depends on what's the role that you want to do, but everything goes around being a user focused. You have to be user focused, but because this is a community that it will be alive as long as the users believe on these products. So I will say that be close with the community is key to survive and to succeed in Web3 world.
Mariangel, and obviously you probably are one of the, let's say, oldest, or the person that have been the longest with Binance and now with BNB Chain. How many people were working back those days when you started?
Like 300.
300? Oh, yeah. Wow. Now they're like thousands and thousands, right?
I think that nowadays it's like 7,000 or something
it's
like that.
Crazy.
Yes.
So, and obviously we have a lot of people watching on the Binance platform as well. For me, I feel, as I say, not only proud, if no, you have led a lot of communities in the Latin American market, and that's how we met as well in Clubhouse. But I seen people that suffer from inflation, right? And they don't have enough education. It's the people that are making a big impact into the Web3 ecosystem. And now you've been helping a lot of people, developers within BNB Chain, and you are also a teacher within
Platzi,
with
yes.
Platzi. Can you talk about Platzi for somebody that's developer that want to join and start to learn about this?
Yeah, for sure. So at BNB Chain, our main goal, the one that we try to remind ourselves every day, is that we are working to bring the next billion of users to Web3.
Okay.
And how is this going to be happening? Basically by having strong products on the ecosystem. And in order to have those strong products, we need talented developers creating. So something that I like a lot about BNB Chain is that we are not offering a product like Binance does, where you need to register, which is amazing, but our success is basically behind entrepreneurs and developers that are successful. So we have to support people to create products that are strong and safe for the community. So we have a few initiatives to make this happen, and we, in Latin America specifically, we made a partnership with Platzi. We were at the Platzi Day, and there were 5,000 attendees there.
Wow.
Most of them were from the technology school. So Platzi is basically an edtech platform, where people can deploy their careers from zero, and they have an amazing deployment school. So if you're a developer, it doesn't matter if you're from Web3 or beginner, you can start your career there and then reach the Web3 class where you will learn Solidity. And that will help you to deploy your products, the apps. But the best part is that with this partnership, BNB is behind to help you. So once you have your business model, your project, our team is here to basically support you, which is nice because you can count on BNB as part of your team. We have support on the marketing side, on the business side, technology.
Wow.
So you can connect your project with us, and we will talk with you. We will find areas where you need to be supported, and basically that's how we are supporting all these developers and entrepreneurs to get into the Web3 ecosystem. That's
amazing, and you are very passionate about talking about BNB Chain. And I hope the developers are watching and listening this, contact you and contact the BNB Chain. But I probably assumed your leader back in Binance is missing you so much because you're really good. But how was that transition from Binance to BNB Chain, from a centralized change to a decentralized solution?
Yeah, I think that the best part is that everything happened in the same ecosystem, but it was a personal challenge. I think that my time at Binance is equal to 5 years or something because of how fast everything went. And I was able to see how solutions like P2P started the day they started, which is fun because we started asking the P2P merchants, how can we make the platform better for them? And now the platform leads Latin America. So
it does,
it actually does. So for me, that challenge taught me a lot, and it was amazing to learn and deploy my skills on the CeFi ecosystem, but now having the challenge to do it on DeFi is something that I wanted to experience, and that's why I'm here.
So something that you've been doing also is traveling a lot. You travel a lot around the world. I see you in Paris, I see you in Dubai, in Bogota, in Latin America. How important is traveling for somebody that is leading a community? Or you have to be always in front of the computer and doing Zoom calls. So for you, how important has been after COVID, traveling and getting to know the community?
Well, it's super important because it also depends on how you manage those connections. I think that digital connections are super important, but being in person for sure gives you a taste of reality and how it works. Sometimes we are excited because we have 100 or 1,000 people listening to us on a Twitter space or something like that. But having that people in person is for sure an experience we all miss. And it helps you to understand better the needs of the local community, the local developers. So for sure, you see a lot of people traveling from conference to conference to learn more about it, and it's an experience that's magical. It's one of the perks of our jobs and the ecosystem we are in, because this is a globalized ecosystem and being able to connect with different language cultures that are interested in the same topic is something priceless.
It's amazing. So obviously you have, let's say, your community, people that follow you, that admire you. But let's go back a little bit. So what about your family and your friends when you started in crypto? Did they think that you were a bit crazy? How was back 6-7 years ago when you started?
Well, I'm Venezuelan, so I think that something crazier is to have your money on fiat.
Yeah.
So they thought that whatever that was not fiat was better than fiat.
Wow.
So they understood. And something fun is that back then my grandma gave me some dollars that she had to buy her Bitcoin.
Oh, wow.
And she's 80 now, and she always checked her Trust wallet, so she understood how to check on her phone.
Okay, that's a good experience. So the grandma has
she has her
crypto.
coins.
So with your experience in community management, what do you think matters the most? The community about new crypto. Let's say this year, we have. Well, last year was a bit challenging, but within community, what is the most important for the 2023 for the new market? So how correlated is the community with the trends in the market?
Yeah, I think that we are on an advanced stage of the bear market. So as BNB, we currently have to work to bring the resources that developers need at the moment and that we'll need in the near future, because you know that when the market starts to increase, then everyone is like trying to build fast. So we are preparing the foundations for them, and it's actually ready. They can check with us all the developers tools that we have, so they can be ready once the demand increase. But on the community side, I think that if you are a beginner and you are not into building products or something like that, the most important thing is that you use this time of calm to understand how it works, to understand the basics of investment and the basics of safety on this ecosystem. And I have a workshop at Platzi, which is like a lifesaver series of how to understand DeFi. To avoid scams, to check if it's real. It's in Spanish, but it gives you an idea of what you need if you want to stay around, because even for people that has been here for years, it's very easy to be a victim of phishing attacks.
It does,
Yes.
It's still happening.
It's happening. So meanwhile everything is calm, you have to use this time to prepare yourself for what's coming. That's the easiest thing you can do right now.
Amazing. Mariangel, we have 2 more questions. We're wrapping very soon, but I have a question that I ask all the crypto Gs, like you're a certified crypto G. What is your favorite animal?
Dogs.
Dogs? Any particular dog?
No, it's not the one that you're thinking. Like German Shepherd, I have one.
Amazing. So we are going to give you an NFT as a present of the German Shepherd.
Oh, wow.
And then we will ask it back, because we will do an event here in Dubai in March.
Nice.
Charity events. So we will do an auction, and everything that we crowdfund with the charity, will give it to animal welfare.
I love it.
So we can network, we can have a good time, and we can give a little bit to the planet as well.
That's an amazing idea.
It's amazing. So we'll be here in Dubai, and obviously you're invited. And and the last question: what piece of advice will you give to somebody that's young, that's getting in crypto, into developer or marketing? It's somebody that's very young and say, I want to jump in this space.
Yeah, that you are very lucky is the first thing. Because you are looking at an industry that's very early. And basically at this point, everyone who brings solutions and it's passionate and wants to learn, it's welcome on every top company. That's, in my opinion, that's the thing that will differentiate you from the rest. So you have to be patient on improve your skills, on improve all the theory from the career that you are in, and to understand how to apply that to the community and to the ecosystem, and you will be fine. So invest time on yourself, prepare yourself, also try to connect as much as possible with the community and other people, because that piece of advice from others is what is also going to help you to grow a lot, and you will be fine for sure. So first, you have to understand that you're on a very lucky place if you want to start right now and you want to like work for Binance or for other big company in the near future, because in 10 years ago you will see like, wow, it was so accessible back then.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically it. And there are a lot of programs. If you want to start from zero, we have a BNB Martins program, Binance has Angel programs, other exchanges has others. So don't feel overwhelmed if you think that, okay, but I don't know this. But they have years in the market, because there are programs that will allow you to earn that experience fast. And that's something that I like about the Martins program, that I see your guys that came from the university and they are now working at exchanges or at projects that are very successful, and I'm proud of them and about how fast they made it.
Amazing. Maria, has been amazing having you here in our podcast, but how people can find you on social media?
Yeah.
What is your tagline?
So at just Mariangel, that's it. Maybe it's on the screen, I don't know.
It is,
but be careful, because a lot of impersonators are out there. So it's the same on every social channel.
So just Mariangel, and guys, has been a pleasure, and thank you so much everybody that's watching on the Myco platform, and I hope to see you in the next episode in Crypto G's. Adios.
Bye.